Brandon Drake, functional nutrition coach and therapeutic chef at heartfulfoods.com. So today I'm going to continue the conversation about the different ways to heal a leaky gut. So essentially, a leaky gut, otherwise known as pathogenic intestinal hyperpermeability, is when you're consuming a lot of inflammatory foods or leading a unhealthy lifestyle such as chronic stress, lack of sleep. Essentially, when you're eating inflammatory foods or leading a unhealthy lifestyle, your gut, otherwise known as your intestines, continually get insulted, and they will continue to repair themselves. But after a while, they decide not to repair themselves, and therefore you get a leaky gut, small little holes or tears in your gut that allows undigested food particles to get into your bloodstream. And when that happens, your immune system sees these undigested food particles as foreign invaders, so therefore it attacks it, resulting in inflammation, and then inflammation will manifest itself into unwanted chronic symptoms, and these symptoms can even go further, creating dysfunction and even disease. So what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about how not to have this happen and talk about the different ways to heal your leaky gut. So one of the first ways is using prebiotics. So prebiotics come in the form of food or as supplements. So in terms of food, you can actually get it from a lot of fiber-rich food. That includes vegetables, fruits, and especially root vegetables are really high in prebiotics, but it doesn't matter. You could get fruit, any kind of vegetables, and you basically, there's a lot of fiber in there, and the fiber is basically not digested and absorbed by you, the human being. It's actually used as food for your microbiome, for specifically your beneficial bacteria. So they're able to consume this fiber or these prebiotics as food that allow them to grow and to thrive and to multiply. So essentially, you want to populate your microbiome, which is your community of microorganisms, with the beneficial bacteria so that they outnumber the bad bacteria, so that they are able to give you the health that you desire. And the next thing is, if you don't want foods, you could always take the prebiotic supplements. The reason why people opt for the prebiotic supplements is if they have digestive issues, such as malabsorption issues, if they have gas, bloating when they eat a lot of fiber, then it's actually good to opt towards consuming a supplement or using a supplement. So the next one is probiotics. So probiotics, you could actually get probiotics either also too in the form of food or as supplements. Now, if you go through the food route, basically probiotics are active or contained in many fermented foods such as miso, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, water kefir, milk kefir. And before you buy any kind of those food supplements or those foods, those fermented foods, you will need to make sure that it is not pasteurized. If it is pasteurized, it means that the probiotics are dead and they have been killed, so therefore you are not going to get the positive benefits that actual live probiotics will give to you. So you want to make sure that if you get fermented foods that it is not pasteurized. And the next thing would be probiotic supplements. So if you are going to get probiotic supplements, again, if you want supplements, you are going to make sure that there's a variety of different strains within your probiotics. And you want to make sure that there's at least 6 different strains. Examples of different strains are lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. And if you want to get into the specifics, a strain is basically a genus plus species plus subspecies, so they name them really detailed. For example, Lactobacillus rhamnosus longum. That's the actual combination of a genus, species, and subspecies, but I'm not going to get into the technical details. You just want to make sure there's 6 different strains within your probiotics if you are going to go the probiotic supplement route instead of getting the fermented food. So after the probiotics is the colostrum. So colostrum is very important. The reason why colostrum does help heal and seal your leaky gut because it provides those growth factors that help heal your leaky gut. Also, it provides the immune factors, basically providing you antibodies to help destroy harmful microbes. It's essentially helping to strengthen your immune system so that it kills those unwanted viruses and pathogens that you will constantly be in contact with. So you do want a strong immune system, and colostrum helps that, not only with the immune system, but helps heal and seal your leaky gut. Also, with colostrum, it actually lengthens your microvilli. So your microvilli are essentially the finger-like projections that are sticking out or protruding out from your small intestines. The longer those finger-like projections are, the better they are at actually absorbing your nutrients in the food that you're eating. So therefore, you'll be nutrient sufficient. However, over time, if you're consuming many inflammatory foods or leading a unhealthy lifestyle such as lack of sleep or chronic stress, those microvilli, they actually get shorter and shorter and shorter, and eventually when they get shorter, it basically hampers your ability to actually absorb the food. So no matter what foods you're eating, no matter how good they are, if you have damaged microvilli or shortened microvilli, you won't be able to absorb the foods properly, and over time you'll become nutrient deficient. You don't want that, so that basically is a beneficial advantage of consuming colostrum, which is a powder format or a capsule format. So to run by you by that again, colostrum actually provides growth factors to help seal and heal your gut. It provides the immune factors that will help strengthen your immune system, and it helps to lengthen the microvilli that increases your ability to absorb the foods. Also, not only that, what's great with colostrum is you have to heal and seal your gut before you take probiotics. So, if you have a leaky gut and you take probiotics, the probiotic bacteria will get through the tears in your leaky gut, get into your bloodstream, and your immune system sees these probiotics as foreign invaders, so therefore attacks it. And when it attacks it, it creates inflammation. And when you have inflammation, it'll manifest itself into unwanted chronic symptoms. And those symptoms can turn into dysfunction, and that dysfunction could possibly turn into disease. So, before you take probiotics, you must heal and seal your leaky gut. In order to do that, you must take, well, you should take, as advised, strongly recommended to take colostrum for at least 4 to 6 weeks to help heal your gut. And then from there, once you heal your gut, you tighten it up, then you can consume and take in the probiotics, because the probiotics will no longer get into your bloodstream. They will get into your colon, into your intestines, so that it populates your microbiome with all the beneficial bacteria to add to your health and wellness. So, those are just a few examples of the different ways to help heal a leaky gut. That's prebiotics, probiotics, and colostrum. In my next videos, I'll talk about even more methods to heal your leaky gut, otherwise known as pathogenic intestinal hyperpermeability. If you have any questions, please contact me. Go to heartfulfoods.com. Go to my contact form, ask me whatever questions, because the more questions you ask me, the more ideas I get to actually create videos and write up blog articles to answer all your questions. So I welcome all the information you want to give me, questions, comments, concerns. Again, Brandon Drake, functional nutrition coach and therapeutic chef at heartfulfoods.com. Peace.